It's been decided who's going to the grand finals of China. That player is Stats. But who will meet him in our finals here for our qualifier is what we're going to find out right now. We're going to have our second team kill. It's going to be a CJ1.
It's a really big question, man. All of these guys want to go to China, of course. They want to get the best seed possible as well. Here's Sora. Let's introduce him a little bit. Out of his round of 16 group, he got out in flying colors, beating Cure, and then winning in the winner's match against Yeonhwa, and then against Zest, 3-0ing in the PvP matchup. You were the one person who was very confident in him in that moment in time.
I was very confident this guy was going to do it. I knew that he had a really unique PvP style and that Zest was going to have trouble with that. herO, though, I don't think he will. I actually think that Sora is, you know, it's going to be sad that he's not going to go straight to the finals just because I know how much he loves this tournament. But I think herO's going to be able to deal with any of the weirdness he runs into and is going to be able to adapt in late game if it comes to that. herO's one of these players that just really does well in the late game, makes really good on-the-fly decisions, and his road there is oftentimes not really a bumpy one. He's pretty smooth in PvP. He'll just, you know, slide his way into the late game, and then he's going to make the decisions. He's going to be the one wearing the you know, I guess like kind of like putting his opponent on a leash almost, it feels like, you know. He's like in control of the game. He's trying to
pretty much
lead his opponent down a path. Where
just like calms him down. He's like, no, you can stop doing those weird builds. I'll just win anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Something really interesting to note about him on his way here is he also defeated Byung 3-0. So both of these players taking a win over a really strong opponent with a 3-0.
Yeah, and Byung as well on CJ, so it's going to be a double team kill, possibly, for herO if he does take that one. I do trust he might. I am predicting him to win as well, but let's go straight into bans and picks. Sora bans out Catalina, really big map, and then herO bans out a two-player map, King Sejong Station.
Yeah. So, we'll see how this one works out. Overgrowth comes to the first map for herO. An interesting choice considering the Sejong ban. There's a lot of proxy locations on Sejong. Maybe that's what he's concerned about. Merry-Go-Round is picked along with Deadwing for Sora. Then we've got Nimbus and then Foxtrot for sets 4 and 5. The Pros are the Pros. You can't really tell exactly what a player's thinking when they make picks like this, a ban on Sejong, but then picking Overgrowth right away. I think we're just going to have to wait and see how these two want to play this one out. I think Sora might be the one to do a little bit more of the weird stuff. But herO, I think he's going to keep it pretty standard. A lot of blink, a lot of robo play, a lot of fast expands.
Yeah. He looks really confident today. Usually before some tournaments, he does get a bit nervous, or at least he looks it. And right as I'm saying that, he closes his eyes and looks a little bit nervous. So I'm not really sure what to think anymore, Wolf. But I do trust his play will be pretty spectacular.
I think that he's going to look good. I think these guys are going to give us a real nice show here. So let's see what they show us. We're going into our first map here, Overgrowth, for our second round of 4 match here at the WECG Korea qualifiers.
Down here in the bottom left, in the red, one of our Protoss players, he is Sora.
Tournament means a lot to him. Now to the top right in blue, his opponent and teammate, it's herO. Did seem to have a lot of stress, and who wouldn't be stressed out playing against Sora, someone who's, you know, historically done so well in this tournament from last year, and they're making it all the way to the finals, losing only to Sulky. No shame in that. Is here he's playing against him, and he just 3-0'd Zest. So you got to be thinking, uh-oh, this guy could beat me. You know, this is not who I want to face, actually. He's my teammate, too, and I know how he plays. It's a scary thing.
It really is. One thing I want to mention as well here, herO, you know, we talk about all the time how he's able to really read his opponents and just be able to fight against anything that's kind of weird. He's probably played a ton of PvPs in-house against Sora and probably knows like all the weird stuff he could possibly do. So I feel like he's going to be even more prepared going against someone like Sora instead of, let's say, Zest or something like that.
Well, Zest just oftentimes has problems with weirdness in PvP. Yeah. And we've seen this a lot. So, you know, when I made the prediction of Sora to win, it was more of a prediction of Zest to lose. And I think that's kind of how that series went, to be frank. If you guys missed it, go back and watch it.
True.
It was a good series. There's a lot of things to learn. We have a little Maka pylon down here. Some mind games already. I just say it that because I think it's the only way to really describe what type of pylon that is.
Yeah.
So it's a pylon to throw your opponent off because it's going to come in your base maybe looking for pylons. You can also put a structure there to, you know, increase the rally slightly, but it's usually just something that is to confuse your opponent, to make them feel like you're doing something weird, but you're really, in fact, not.
Yeah. Could be used as well just to hide a building that's close to your base, so it's not like a proxy, but it's going to be harder for your opponent to scout if they're just doing normal scouting patterns, going straight into the base, and maybe they don't see it there in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, if he sends like a hallucinated Phoenix or something down there to scout it, then you know, he might just loop around the base and then go, oh, he's proxied something, but it's actually just, you know, the Twilight cancels out the natural. As it is right now, neither player has sent any probe scout, and they're both going for a fast sentry. So it looks like we might see fast expand builds out of these players.
Yeah, this is actually kind of strange. Like, since the beginning of this game, pretty much mirrored build exactly. We do see the Mothership Core out first for Sora, but the Sentry out first for herO. So it's not really that big of a difference. I mean, Sora has that pylon outside the base, of course, but outside of that, very, very mirror builds here.
Yep, looks like we're going to see a Nexus come down here a little bit faster for herO. And Sora is going to check for, you know, any sort of weirdness that might be near his base.
Yeah.
And he's going to go and put his Nexus down as well. I see the probe going down now. So arguably herO having a slight lead here. Also notice that part of this is because Sora decides to make a Stalker instead of a second Sentry.
Yep. Here we go. Some of the first tech coming down here. We got a Stargate after Nexus here for herO.
Yep. And herO hasn't checked anything. He hasn't seen anything. And it's going to be robotics for Sora. He's doing his first scout now, around to the left side, checking for proxies as well and trying to avoid, you know, any sort of Stalker or Mothership Core that could kill his probe on his way over. The Mothership Core, of course, sent a patrol here. Oh, actually sent right home right as I say that. He was patrolling, and now this probe's actually come to see the Nexus.
Yeah.
That's just very unfortunate timing there for Sora. Doesn't see that hidden pylon back there, but that's not really that important anymore in this game.
Yeah. Stargate coming out here. Let's see what it is. I mean, Oracles will be late now if he wants to go for it, but it could throw him off with the timing, so he will be going for the Oracles now.
Yeah, and with the rally, it was weird because he was rallied back towards his own mineral line. That's why I thought it might be Phoenix, but
yeah,
in fact, an Oracle. Fake Oracle comes out here because he knows that his opponent doesn't know if he's going Oracles. Let's see if it trips him up. Probably not, but we have seen players mess up this before. And now he does for sure because he sees that it just takes too much damage.
And actually, if he stays over that Stargate, he's going to see that Oracle pop out there. So he's going to be totally safe against the Oracle. And back at home for Sora, he's getting his robotics up way ahead of herO. So have to give him the slight advantage in this game right off the start. Even with that late Nexus, he's got even more probes.
Yeah, and he knows that this Oracle's coming.
Yeah.
So he's already prepared. He's got his units split up here between both Nexi. And he can drop that Photon Overcharge whenever he wants. And it looks like he's just going to try to focus down probes and only gets one. Looking good so far. Double Stargate, though, all the way, man. All the way down to the bottom right. And luckily for herO, at least he's started to make Phoenixes. So he's going to be able to keep up with that for a little bit. It's all about whether or not you scout this, though, because if you don't see it, it always throws you for a curveball.
Yep. Oracle comes in here, forces that Nexus cannon. It's really low, actually, going down to 11 health there. So quick.
This is really unfortunate for herO. That's a lot of investment into the Oracle that just did not pay off. Now he's got 2 Phoenixes on the map, trying to make 3, but he's going to end up losing out in the Phoenix count as well, most likely very soon, because he doesn't know that his opponent's going to start that Phoenix production in just a second. When Sora sees those Phoenixes, he's going to be like, what? Really? You're doing this? Well, this works out okay for me. I'm just going to outproduce you in Phoenixes, and you'll have no idea. He might also be stressed, because if herO finds out about this, then this could be a problem, because those Stargates can get camped, so this is a scary moment for him. But as soon as he gets like 4 or 5 of his own Phoenixes, he's just always going to have the better Phoenix count.
I wonder if herO, coming in there with this 3 Phoenix, is pretty much getting a full scout of the base. If he has, like, any inkling, any weird sense that of, like, you just don't have enough units or something, you know? And maybe he could sense that he's hiding something?
Yeah, that's a really good point, actually. But at this point, you might be thinking, you just don't really have a bunch of stuff here. And you don't have any Immortals either. What's up with that? Yeah, I think he's getting suspicious, man. That's a good call. Good call, Valdi. He finds it. He's going to lose his Phoenix for it, though, maybe. Oh, gets away. That was a close call.
Oh, this is just so smart out of herO.
Yeah, that was a really good call, man, because he was just like, wait a minute, where are the Immortals? What are you doing?
You have a bunch of gates, you have a robo, but you don't have any of the units that come out of those buildings.
Yeah.
So
Fleet Beacon goes down, and we're going to have a Phoenix, really big Phoenix commitment here, already more than he bargained for earlier. Here comes that Oracle in for a Revelation. And that also lets it, wow, he's just going to get kills. Where's the defense?
there's one Stalker there.
He's not
He's
paying
losing
attention.
way too many units right
He's
now.
like chrono boosting his Nexus, but he's not looking at what's happening to it.
Yeah.
How many
Loses
pro
6
kills is that?
probes right
6
there.
kills.
Yeah. Able to pick off Phoenix there is Sora.
We'll get another pro kill here too. It's a shame he missed it before it started the Nexus. That was an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, it really was. And if you look at what Sora's doing at the moment.
Well, he's going to lose a Phoenix. That's one thing he's doing.
herO's like
Oh.
actually able to pick off some Phoenixes even though he's so behind on Phoenix. But now he's running away. It looks like he doesn't want to fight that many Phoenix.
Yeah, he got trapped. I mean, with a lesser Phoenix count than your opponent, you're able to kill 2 like that. That's, or kill 1 and then catch that second one potentially. Like that's pretty good.
Able to pick up a Sentry.
Yeah.
Could get 2 here actually. Making good work of his 3 Phoenixes, man.
This actually just shows.
Most of course really low. Oh man, I feel like he should have he could have possibly just sacrificed it on the most of core.
Yeah, we definitely forced that cancel on the mothership. That much is true. So this is going to be crazy. He's actually going for mothership.
Interesting pylons here.
He really wants to. He wants to attack. He's like, you're making a mothership, a robotics bay, and you have all these Phoenixes. I'm going to attack you. He makes those two pylons because he really wants to make sure he can have that forward warping point no matter what. I think he did have to cancel, but he's got a lot of units coming across the map. He's got a warp prism too, and it's unscouted. This is a lot of very scary units coming across the map. It's really more about the warpins, though. He needs a bunch of warpins. 8 Stalkers. That's what he's waiting for. Yeah.
This is so many Stalkers, man.
That's
Nexus
a secret
Cannon is
army,
down.
man.
Where's the Immortal? He needs it to come down and start fighting. It's on the high ground.
The Phoenixes need to get over here, too. Immortal gets knocked out here. That mothership's almost done, but it's not ready yet. A lot of lips here, eliminating a lot of these Stalkers from the fight.
Huge amount of lives, but he needs to be fighting with all of his stuff. We do still have a ton of warpins out of herO back at home.
Working.
But he's got not enough units up here on the high ground.
He's losing way too much. He's losing way too much. Even with the 8 Stalker warpin, just not enough. Okay, another big warpin over here at the third base, though.
I was wondering where that warpin was. It wasn't with the army. He wanted to come over here and possibly get this third base down. You know, he may just be able to do that.
Is still getting close to finishing as well. Keep that in mind. That's going to be a big player here in this game. All right, so he's trying to sacrifice. He's got a bit of indecision here, though, and it's going to cost him big. He needs to blink away, but most of these Stalkers are on cooldown. He's not even able to pick off the Phoenixes. This is starting to get out of control bad for him now. For herO.
Didn't even get the third base. It was so unbelievably close. We have a mothership now, which is actually going to get scouted if he's paying attention to that hallucination.
Yeah, well, he's been seeing it earlier. You know that takes a long time to build.
It's really
very
low.
low.
He's got to be so careful
He's
here.
He's actually going to try to snipe it, and he may very well. He snipes and only has 5 hit points.
Oh, man.
And
gets the
third
base at the same time.
You know, what we're seeing here is some insanely risky play out of herO, but it's really paying off. It's showing his confidence in this matchup right now.
Oh,
he's
really
down
is.
so much in supply, but he's making all these very small, tight decisions that are getting him ahead in other ways, because he's still not ahead in this game, but he's really trying to get back into this. I mean, he's killed a mothership.
He really is. Look at this. Double Oracle production on the way right now. The scheme is going out of control, man.
Sora, when there's a PvP with Sora in it, you never know what you're going to get. He loves to play unorthodox. This is a great scout by herO, knowing there's a possibility these Stargates could still be active. A transition to Phoenixes or even Oracles. Absolutely a possibility. Perhaps even Tempest coming out of there. So he needs to go over there and check that. So that's a really good scout. It's not going to last, though.
Yeah. Looks like he actually canceled his Oracles, because I
did.
don't see them out on the map.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that's good.
Now what's important is actually herO probably wants to get that, snipe that that pylon. He's making some zealots over there.
Yeah, we just got to look at the upgrades. Very nicely done by our observer. We actually didn't notice this while the game was going on. herO is ahead 2-0 right now on upgrades. He's getting his +3 right now, and Sora is just now starting +1.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I was able to snipe that mothership so well. We have another mothership on the way, as our observer just highlighted, and the pylon is killed here, so these Stargates are no longer going to have any usefulness unless he repowers them, I suppose, which is possible.
Stalker makes it away.
Well,
no,
for now,
I spoke too soon.
That +2 man makes pretty quick work of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay, compositionally, Sora is going to have this mothership, and That's going to help him a lot. We also need to consider observers.
Oh, look at this. Drop coming straight down the throat. He's going with 4 Zealots to the third base as well. There's no defense here.
And those Zealots have +2. They do a lot of damage, not only to buildings, but also to probes. Now he's killed that cannon in no time. He's going to get a pylon, as well as so many of these probes. A 1 Zealot warping for defense is not going to be enough. And look at this. He's going straight for the main.
Oh, my God. He could actually take out that Colossus. There's, like, no warp-ins here for Sora.
He could actually kill the Nexus if he wanted to. He's got a lot of different options here. That Mothership is about to finish, but it's not ready yet. Oh, look at this. He's in 3 places at once. He's got like 12 Zealots in the main, 12 Stalkers at the natural, and he's got 3 units at the third base.
What is going on right now? herO is multitasking so well that even the Observer can't handle this right now. Mothership does get finished.
Just to die again. Doesn't have a whole lot of hit points, and those Stalkers have, in just a second, +3. He's going to kill it and blink out. Decides to blink towards the main for more probe harassment potential. Meanwhile, the rest of his units have retreated home, and it looks like his warp prism is set up to kill the Stargates to the bottom right. This game.
54 probe kills in this whole attack right now. Sora has 15 probes.
This game is over, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't want it to be.
Unless Sora can kill him right now with a counterattack. But it's not looking like it. I mean, he's already got a ton of chargelets on the ground. He's
2
making
upgrades
mortals and
ahead. +3 to +1 right now.
You know, Sora has a decent army, but he just can't, you know, he can't make any more units at the moment.
He might want to sack his third base. herO, that is, he might want to sack his third base because he has still a better economy. Every warp in that he can get is going to be helpful to him. Looks like he wants to consider just having a straight up engagement. He's getting ready, drops a Nexus Cannon. Zealot's charging in here. He's got some fake Colossi in the army, and there's a great time warp. And with the upgrade advantage he's got, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for Sora. I don't think so.
With all of these chargelets pushing through here,
GG. Oh my God.
What was that, man? I'm actually in disbelief at the play we're seeing out of herO in this game.
What did we just watch? Oh my God.
Insanity.
He's got Zealots in the main. He's got Blink Stalkers at the natural. He's got a few Zealots at the third. Plus, he's killing Stargates to the bottom right.
This guy is tweeting about it right now. He's like, I can't believe what I just saw.
Good time to be in Korea right now, man.
You know,
you came for a good match.
Definitely, man. And you know what? Sora, he is so strong in this matchup, but herO is just out.